Welcome back to another video. Woo! I sound unenthusiastic because we just did the front. This is all one day. I'm gonna try to attach the rear piece on, just this part, because I'm worried for the door. It might actually go through, and then the window rolls down, because it goes like out to here, and that's like right in where the window is. So I'm really worried about drilling through the window, or like the window compartment. So when I'm wearing it down, it may bust. I do not want that right now. So we're gonna put this piece on first. As you tell in the last video, I'm not gonna move the wheel. I'm too lazy. I'm at my apartment complex. But installing the whole entire rear is gonna take a few days. So it's not gonna be like just this one video. It's gonna be over a few days. So at least this part, I'm by myself, my apartment complex. I'm gonna try to mock it up and drill some holes and see how this looks. Because the rear fitment I heard is a lot better than the front, and the front sucked. So if I get my front fitment good, then the rear fitment shouldn't be a problem. Let's go ahead and mock this up and drill some holes. The best part about the rears is that it has these lips area. I don't know if you can see a little lip, which actually goes on the door piece. You need to remember this kit is ABS plastic, so you might have to flex it a little bit to get its shape. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount this piece first and just mount more up top. So I try to get it lined up with this body line the best I can, but whenever I tighten it down, it moved down just a little bit. But if I can kind of like force this thing up, it looks pretty good. So I'm not gonna have time to install that piece at least today. Let's get the other side on, so at least I'm not driving around with like one wide rear. But we got 3 self-tappers. Got 1, 2, and 3 holding it in. And it's pretty stable, like it's on there pretty good for just 3 self-tappers. Alright, and hitting the door a little bit right here, as you can see. At least, look at that. Then, right here, so I might just sand that part down a little bit right here. And it should be good to go. I might test fit the door piece just to see what it looks like, and hopefully it'll fit, because I think the door piece might go in here as well, and it's really tight. So I'm gonna see if I can just put it right above the door, and so that at least they won't hit each other, and just sand that piece down and it should be good. Misses the door a little bit. It's quite a bit still. Gotta sand that part down still. So I'm back at my parents' place, finishing up the rear. We got this rear mounted already. I did this side already, so this is completely done. A lot of sanding was required. See, we sand all that up. That's how this is done. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same for the other side. So as you can see, we actually use those little trim tools to keep the gap kind of spacious. That way the door and the quarter panel piece has a good enough gap so it doesn't hit as much, and then we just sand the rest to make sure it closes good. So I'm just holding the door piece while my brother drills some self-tappers. I kind of covered the shot, so I'm sorry about that, but that's what we're pretty much doing right now. So we're just sanding the door like the other side. We have to sand the front of it, that way the door closes without hitting each other. And we had to sand the door piece as well, just to ensure that it doesn't hit each other, so whenever we paint it, it doesn't rub against each other. And here we're just clamping the quarter panel piece to the bumper piece, that way it will have a tight fitment always. And I'm gonna have it as like technically one full piece. Whenever I remove the Widebody kit ever, I remove both of them together, that way we'll always have that tight fitment together. Fitment's not perfect, but not bad. What do y'all think? So I realized I never made any clips. I want to show you the car with the full wide body kit. So I actually recorded it a long time ago. This is today's date, so it's probably more mods than you think. So here's the sanding right here. Not perfect. There's more. I haven't seen the door. It's pretty good. It's definitely like a gap now, which is really good. But this fitment isn't right now because I just put it back on. I took it off a little bit. When I put it back on, it wasn't lining right. As you can tell, it's off by a little bit. It's not supposed to be like that. It wasn't like that when we first did it. So it was actually more down. So I think because I had so many holes, I need to figure out which hole is legit. That's why only one of them has bolts, because that means something's not right, something's not lining up right. I think we just pushed it down. Because with the rear, the reason why I didn't film as much, because it's a lot more difficult than I thought. They told me it would be good and easy, but it's not as easy as I thought. You really have to like push it down, flex it a little bit here and there, and just play with it. But overall, the fitment's a lot better. There's a gap right here because no bolt at the current time. And I ended up getting it to flow with that bumper line. Look at that. This fitment is A1. Look at that. Nice and tight. Can't even stick a finger in there. That's kind of the idea of fitment I want to do. But it's kind of weird right now because this side and the passenger side has the same amount of camber with like a kind of a DIY measurement. It says -6.3, air it out. But this side fits really tight. You come over here. Side. A lot looser. Of course the side's a lot higher, but when it tucks in, if it airs out a bit more, you can imagine like it can definitely not be that tight. So again with this one, see this one, you can really see the line didn't line up at all. When we first installed it, it was not like that, but I need to push it down more and just play with it. Like this whole rear, you really had to play with it, just flex it out a lot. I was sanding it a little bit yesterday. It's hitting a little bit right here. I was really just like push it and flex it a lot. I cracked it right here, so we ended up fixing it with some glue, plastic glue, and then I sanded it down flat. Now it's one piece again, so that's good. See, not breaking. So that's good. And same thing this side as well. You see it? It's flowing with the wheel well. It goes all around. I did end up shaving the lip of the fender, the lip of the quarter panel as pretty thin, instead of with the fronts. And this is pretty much the kit on the car. Sorry for such a short video as well, but this is how it looks. What y'all think? You know, this probably is probably a little better. So, what y'all think? I wish that line kind of went really smooth. I gotta figure out what happened there. I know whenever we install it, we had to really, like I said earlier, flex it a little bit, try to get this line even. And I was looking at other people that had the kits as well, and they also had not amazing rear fitment. I think you see that line kind of right here, kind of stuff right there. I think the whole thing's supposed to go up higher maybe, or even lower. I'm not even too sure, but tomorrow or this weekend, my brother's gonna come back from when he's on the earlier clips. We're gonna go back and just dismount it and remount it again. But I wanted the video to post, that way we actually have it. This isn't like a full review video because it's kind of just the rear, but I mean you kind of get to see the whole white body kit on the car. It looks really good. I was worried with the door piece as well because when it was off, it had that really nice aggression. I'll try to find some photos and put it here, but I was worried about that. But it actually looked really good once it came out. So, like, it still has that aggression to it at the kind of out, and really flows really well. So I'm really happy how that turned out. And a lot of work to do. So I'm trying to finish this up at the end of the year and get it done for paint. You guys are sticking around and keep watching the videos, support me. We're at 1,000 subs now, so I'm really excited to see what the future has entailed. Because I never thought I'd reach 1,000 subs, so it's pretty nice and pretty cool. So hopefully I keep producing videos for you guys. Again, I apologize for such a short video, and we end up doing, like I said, little clips, 2 bolts right here. As you can tell, that fitment's really tight. End up shaving it from the inside because when I aired out, it kind of flexed this piece out a little bit. It's like it had a big gap, so I ended up shaving behind it a lot. That way we get it flowing, get that line flowing really good. Right here, that's pretty much it. It's all cell tappers. Ended up grinding the bolts a little bit, so now it's really flat, ready for the hidden hardware. That's gonna be a fun project. Now I look at it, what do you think? And here's the other side. What y'all think? What y'all think? So I'm not trying to show the full kit. You see my Instagram, I have a little pictures there, but like I said, this isn't like a full kit review video. So I might do that eventually once I get everything where I want to. You can see that fit really good right there. So it's coming along. Like, even though this one fits good and maybe this one fits good, you can see maybe it's a little bit higher, or it used to be a little bit higher. This side needs to be like a little lower. Like, there's always a lot of flexing, Okay, this ABS plastic kind of let out in the sun and heat up itself and kind of doesn't flex as much as it was before. So that's really good. Maybe needs time to cure and stuff. I don't know. That's why I kind of like over ABS plastic, but we got everything flowing really good. You see that body line right there? That looks really good. That's why I really wanted to clamp these two together, because I wanted it to have that body line perfect every single time. That's why now I remove it as one piece. I move this piece, bolt it here and bolt it all the way through and remove it as one piece. So, what do I think? Thanks so much for watching. Again, sorry for the short video. Sorry I didn't show much, but that is the rear wide body kit. Alright, thanks so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video.